Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love Island USA Season 6, Episode 7.
How y'all doing?
Great.
Good. Listen, I need y'all to subscribe, like, share, comment. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers. We need your help. We also do Love Island UK, so check out for those posts as well. Blair, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
So the Bombshells are introducing themselves. Andrea, 25, from Miami. She's Latina. She speaks Spanish, and so does Aaron. He starts speaking a little Spanish to her, and they kind of connect over that.
Show off.
Kayla's freaking out, rightfully so. Nicole, 26, from Sacramento. She is a medical sales rep. So is Kendall.
Nice.
Andrew is looking for, Andrea is looking for a boyfriend or a hubby. Hakeem is from Miami, and she's just like, well, you know, y'all are kind of trash.
Yeah. Andrea says she's looking for a little hubby or something for love, basically coming on Love Island. I don't think you're going to find it.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see. And
Nicole just wants a genuine, real connection. Liv asked who caught your eye initially. Nicole said Cordell and Kendall. And Andrea, the guys that she kissed. So Rob and Aaron.
Okay, nice.
Rob says Andrea, when they separate and it's just the guys, Rob is like, Andrea is one of the most beautiful women he's ever seen in his life. And he needs her to have a terrible personality. Yeah. Or else he is going to be struggling with some decisions.
Basically, I need you to be like Liv.
Yes.
I need you to be blank in the head, basically.
Yeah. The girls chat, and the Bombshells are asking who has like a strong bond, like who's kind of closed off, and Leah explained to them that she and Rob have a strong bond. Yeah. Kayla throws herself in the mix and says that she could see a future with Aaron.
Kayla was doing the most with this, though.
Yeah.
Kayla is what you call blocking, right? She was basically saying, like, you know, me and Aaron, we are together, we are best friends, we are all these things. Mind you, just for a whole day and a half, you was crying because you kissed the second guy. Yeah. Right? So she's over there talking to basically these women, basically saying, don't touch my man, Aaron, because this is best friend, he's a good guy. Me and him are like this. Well, technically, I remember him saying last episode that, hey, I'm going to explore my options.
Absolutely. That's what he said.
Okay.
Well, Serena tells the girls that Cordell is up for grabs. Okay. She says, somebody take him.
Listen here.
Hannah says that she and Kendall want to progress, but she knows that he is open.
Hannah, I think your time is ticking.
Hannah, I feel like, was the most realistic in this conversation. And also Leah.
I mean, also Serena. Serena, look.
Serena.
She's like, we're friends.
I guess maybe Kayla.
Okay.
Is who I'm talking about.
I'm about to say, Serena's throwing the alley-oop. You get what I'm saying? Hey, but Hannah, your time is really ticking. Because I see somebody coupling up maybe with Serena just so she can stay on the show, but I don't think anybody else really have that deep of a connection with Hannah outside of Kendall, and Kendall's already questioning that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, the guys are talking, and Aaron said that the kiss was really good. Cordell's kiss was great as well. Kayla and Hannah were not happy.
Okay.
Nicole pulls Kendall for a chat. Hannah's nervous because she really likes him. And Liv is telling her, like, girl, you just got to be confident. Like, Hannah's thinking that maybe she's more of his type than she is. Liv is kind of trying to pour into her and just be like, look, you're beautiful. Like, there's nothing she has that you don't have and all that type of stuff. Okay.
Except the fact that you kissed a guy, apologized for it, and kissed that same guy that hurt his feelings.
Literally hours apart.
That's the thing that I think that's going to mess you up, Hannah. But continue.
Yeah, so we learned his last relationship was 2 years ago. It was his first girlfriend. He went to TCU, and she was really liked that because her dad played college football, and she never had the experience of going to like a Southern football college experience, so she would want to do that with him. We learned he lost his virginity in college, and she doesn't share when she lost hers. She's like, maybe I'll tell you later. Okay. Or maybe not. Nicole said that, you know, he's made up for being a late bloomer because, you know, they watched the episodes, and he slept with 27 people. So in 7 years, she was like, I mean, you made up for it. He's like, that's like 3 to 4 people a year. Like, it's not that bad.
Well, maybe he's lying.
Maybe. But he really enjoyed the conversation with Nicole. They seem to get along pretty well. Okay. So Andrea pulls Aaron for a talk. She learned that he learned Spanish because he was actually born in Spain, and Spanish was his first language. Yeah. Then he moved to the UK. Okay. Her family is really close, and he said that she had a great entrance. She was super into his blue eyes, and she loves his accent. He tells her that he likes Kayla, but she does stupid stuff. He is going to embrace the Love Island experience fully from here on out.
What is your thoughts on that?
my thoughts on that, I felt like they had a good chat. It was a good conversation.
Yeah.
And I feel that Aaron was respectful, because like respect is such a big thing on Love Island. When I'm just like, we're all single. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like he was respectful in saying where he's still with Kayla, but that is also what he said to Kayla, that I'm open and I'm kind of taking a step back from going all in with you.
Yeah. What I think it's over for Kayla. Like, I think it's over for Kayla.
She thinks that too.
Yeah, I think it's over for her because it's not so much of respect, even though respect is supposed to be a big thing on Love Island. It's trust. It's trust. And it's one thing if Kayla could say, I'm just kissing guys in challenges, but she's kissing guys outside of challenges. And she's not even like, it seems like she's just doing it for fun. And it's like, how you want me to be serious with you? Which basically, she even said it in a conversation with Rob last episode of if the shoe was on the other foot, she would be hurt. So you want to keep me bound and keep me basically like in a relationship with you while you get to have the whole Love Island experience. Like, no. I'm about to have the Love Island experience for real. Yeah. You know?
So Andrea pulls Rob for a chat, and he's just like, let me just go ahead and blindfold myself because she is distracting him.
Oh, yeah.
And he asked her why she kissed him. She wanted to let him know that she liked him.
Yeah.
And throughout the conversation, she removes his blindfold so they can actually talk face to face, eye to eye.
Yeah.
So they find out that they both enjoy writing. She likes music and dancing. He loves to dance as well. She's had situationships in the past. She only had one boyfriend, but that was like a high school relationship.
Yeah.
And she says her issue is that she just chooses guys who are basically unavailable or just not really down to commit. And Rob is just steady cheesing, just enjoying this conversation. They're laughing. Leah can hear them laugh, and it's making her sick.
Yeah.
Rob knows that he is in trouble.
What do you think about that conversation?
I thought it went really well.
Me too.
And I think that with their spark, as far as like their personalities and just the ease of the conversation, I agree with Rob that he is in trouble.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble, buddy.
Because honestly, I'm starting to think, and I really liked Rob and Leah's relationship or situation that they had going on.
Yeah.
But I think that him and Andrea click a little bit better.
Thank you. I'm off the train.
And the reason I feel that is because I think Andrea brings more of a personality and just something like a little more interesting. Like she just has her own interests, and I don't know, I feel like we don't get to see that much from Leah. Leah's kind of like more reserved, and it's kind of allows Rob to kind of lead situations and telling her to kiss him and everything like that. So I feel like Andrea, I can see the effort that she's putting into trying to get with Rob, which also she's new. She just got there, so she needs to put in effort, not like Liv, who thought she was going to swoop in and just stare at people and they would want to give her the time of day.
Yeah, I'm off the Leah train.
Yeah.
I'm off the Leah train. I'm no longer Leah and Rob, because Leah can be exhausting. I feel like she has a lot of insecurities. I feel like it's a lot of things that Rob will have to do. I feel like that's a relationship that's going to maintain, that's going to require a lot of maintenance, right? You're going to have to maintain her feelings, her insecurities, her emotions, all this stuff. She knows y'all on Love Island, and she's about to lose her whole mind just thinking about this conversation that Andrea and Rob is having. She's sitting with the group of them, tearing up and things like that. And I'm like, Rob, I think you're in trouble, but I think you're in trouble more with like Leah if you stay with her.
Right.
I think you should jump ship while you can. You already find this girl attractive. You already find her personality. Y'all already like to do things, and y'all already like to do the same things rather. Besides the conversation you had with Leah, to where with Liv, where you're like, Liv is boring, right? And you're basically hoping that this girl was boring like how Liv was boring, but actually this girl is actually more interesting than Leah.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, Rob, you're in trouble, buddy.
Yeah. So Kendall, Janae, Serena, and Leah are all sitting down talking.
Yeah.
Leah's sick to her stomach. She just cannot take it.
Of course.
Kendall is saying that it's going to take a lot for Rob to jump ship. Leah hates it. Aaron comes by and hugs Leah and sits down with her. Kendall says that, he is going to stay open to chatting with Nicole.
Yeah.
And Serena just wasn't going to drag things out with Cordell.
That's fair.
Yeah. So Nicole and Cordell get to talk. He asks her what her nationality is. She is Filipino, German, and French. She knows a little bit of Tagalog, and she speaks a little bit for him. He's in school, but he also works as a model.
Yeah.
She says that she can't take a guy that's prettier than her, and then he tells tells her how fine she is.
Yeah.
He has Nicole tatted on him because of his aunt, and he decided not to show it to her because it probably would have been weird. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. Save that for later or never. No,
like for one, that's
a little too much too soon.
And this is what I'm so understanding about Cordell. Maybe because he's just young. Like Cordell, you are just easy to friend zone. Like even though you have Nicole tatted on you, that's not her. So I don't even know why that would even be a conversation that y'all would have about that.
Maybe he'd be like, the stars are aligned,
and that's corny, like, and that's why it took 6 episodes for you to get a first kiss.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Like just relax. Just play it cool. You know, she complimented you, told you how pretty you are. You did not have to up the compliment. And that's the thing that Cordell does. He always up the compliment, or he always try to match the energy that is given to him. And I'm like, and that's why you kind of got put in the friend zone with Serena. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying be completely oblivious and just be like numb to it. But if she compliments you with like, oh my goodness, you are so pretty, or like you're prettier than me, you ain't gotta hit her with the, oh no, I'm nothing, you are sexy. It's like, all right, relax.
And they both agree that the kiss went really well, and they were both kind of nervous about it as well.
Okay.
So Aaron and Kaylor talk. Kaylor has a migraine. It's called stress. Because you might be leaving soon, girl.
Okay.
He tells her the conversation was good. She says that it's hard seeing him laughing with her. She wants him to feel whatever is natural, but she hates it. Okay. Aaron told her he had feelings for Kaylor, and he expressed that to Kaylor. And he also let her know that Andrea is a good kisser. She said, you know, you stopped touching my butt when they came in. And it's like, well, yeah, because I was touching somebody else's butt.
Of course.
So I like how Aaron is kind of handling Kaylor in this situation.
How so?
I feel like he's still being kind to her. Like, he's not being mean or anything like that. But he's laying it out plain and simple that I'm open, and if you want to talk and get to know how I feel about the situation, the girl can kiss. Okay? And it's kind of like take it or leave it, do what you want with it. And then that leaves it up to Kaylor to decide how she feels about it. I just appreciate the honesty and the openness.
Yeah.
So Rob and Leah talk, and Rob tells her that, you know, Leah, me and you, we have a really great thing going.
Yeah.
And he tells her, look, the conversation did not go bad, and he will talk to her again. But he tells her, you don't have anything to worry about unless I tell you. He was also impressed by how bold she was with coming up to kissing him and Aaron during the competition.
Yeah, he tells her that, look, if there's anything that was to happen or were to happen, you will be the first to know. And my only response to that is, will I be the first to know as in at the recoupling ceremony? Will I be the first to know when they choose you? Because sometimes they may switch it up and have the Bombshell switch who they want to couple with first before they do the coupling ceremony. So we never know. I don't understand this allegiance to basically let you know first, right? Leah have made that decision to not spread herself around and to be a one-girl guy, right? Rob already told her, she's this, we kissed, she has a good personality, you know, everything. I like her, but at the end of the day, I'm still choosing you. The minute that someone tells me that, I am going to talk to somebody that night because now I need a safety net.
But see, I also kind of, you know, don't want to take away from what you said, but I do want to point out that he did not say he was choosing her.
No.
And I feel like that was the reassurance that Leah was looking for. And he very much made it clear, if I change my mind, you'll know. And that did not feel good to her.
No, it shouldn't. But my thing is, I'm not here to... Transparency does not mean it makes you feel good.
That's true.
I'm just telling you where I'm at. And I'm telling you that I like her. She has a good personality. I plan on talking to her more. And if it ever gets to the point to where you are losing your place as number one on my totem pole, I will let you know.
Right.
He said, but as of right now, you have nothing to worry about. I don't know what more she wants.
Yeah. She wants to be his one and only. She wants him to be closed off.
Well, we should have met outside of Love Island.
Right.
You know?
Right. So as they're getting ready for bed, Andrea was impressed with how Aaron spoke Spanish.
Okay.
Cordell felt the conversation with Nicole was really easy, and she's telling the girls that she felt the same way as well. Nicole really does want to talk to all the guys tomorrow, though.
Okay.
Leah and Rob are making out, you know, nighttime in bed, and so are Kaylor and Aaron. So it's the next day. Kaylor feels like she's falling for Aaron. The girl is waking up crying, y'all. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. I can see why you have a headache. Like, I I'd be having a headache too if I was crying that much. Andrea talks to the guys while they're working out, and she ends up pulling Connor for a chat. Janae is like, why would she pull him first? Well, girl, at least your man didn't get kissed. I don't know what to tell you. They got to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
They both don't really have a type. He likes that she's a personal trainer, and she tells him that she does like Rob and Aaron. Connor says that it would take a lot for him to switch up from Janae. But as Janae is trying to overhear, she is also doing stretches in the background, trying to distract Connor. And honestly, I think it worked. I think it worked because he kept kind of shifting his eyes over there, and the conversation wasn't progressing that much with Andrea. Like it really wasn't. He wasn't trying to press her for more information or get to know her more. He wasn't super locked into her. So I think Janae did what she intended to do.
Can I comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Janae, I think that was clownish behavior. I think you are trying. Now you're coming off as a try-hard, right? That don't come off as someone who's confident. That don't come off as someone who knows that they are the prize. That don't come off as someone who is confident in their relationship. Because remember, during the whole thing last episode, they was finding confidence in themselves, saying everybody else got problems except for us. We are good. 2 bombshells come in one conversation. Mind you, she did not choose to kiss your guy. So I don't even understand. Like, this is not a Rob situation. This is not an Aaron situation. This is not a Cordell or like the guys that she chose to kiss situation. She just,
and then all of a sudden she face down, booty up.
So I'm like, why are you doing all that for?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? She just talking the same way as you wanted Coy to talk to you. You get what I'm saying? So the fact that this can make you want to pull your yoga mat to the side and do try to, as Blair would say, you know, do all these poses trying to distract them. What are you trying to, like, basically bait Connor with? Meaning, like, oh, do you just want to just do poses to try to put your sexuality first? Or do you want to talk and actually have a real connection? Yeah. Because a guy could be distracted by, you know, if somebody's doing poses, if by what somebody's wearing, based on what they're doing, but you just basically trying to sell yourself, in my opinion, and I thought it was clownish behavior. Am I off?
I think you're absolutely right for thinking that, but I don't hold it against her. I mean, she was literally trying to, you know, pick at straws or whatever of trying to keep her man. So was it clownish? Sure, maybe, but I got a laugh out of it. Okay. Maybe I was laughing at her. Maybe that wasn't that. No,
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, basically, I can see cracking the foundation when it comes to, because I already feel some type of way about Janae. I think she comes off as someone who likes Connor more than Connor likes her. So she's coming off as someone who is like, hey, look at me, I'm trying hard. Besides, like, it feeling natural. It don't feel as natural as some people think it does.
It feels natural to me. It does. But I see that she also doesn't want Connor to lose sight of her. So, but we'll see as we go on. Well, Leah has a bone to pick with Rob because she's upset that people telling her not to worry, but then after they have a conversation with him, they're looking at her like, "Oh, you're with Rob," or like the Bombshells are saying that to her, and she just feels like there's some type of disjointed situation going on. Like, what is really happening behind my back? So Leah and Rob sit down and talk. Rob says that if it gets to a point that he's thinking about picking her over Leah, he will let her know. Like, she's not going to be left in the dark at all. He said he is interested in Andrea, but Leah and his relationship are great. Yeah. Rob says that Leah is smart and he doesn't think that she'll overthink or do too much. But she's already there, my guy. My only comment about this is that, yeah, Leah's not going to be happy with anything other than you're closed off. Like, you telling her she's not going to be in the dark. She wants to be chosen by you. And honestly, you made her feel that way by being coupled up with Liv and sneaking off with her and, you know, making it seem like...
planted these seeds.
Yeah, planted these seeds that, you know, she's the priority and you want her so bad and all this type of stuff. So it is kind of jarring when somebody new walks in and you're just kind of like... I'll let you know what'll happen. Yeah. Like that is kind of, I can see how it would be shocking to her. So
yeah, and based off of what you think about Leah, you said she's smart. She's not gonna overthink. She's been overthinking since Liv picked you. Yeah. And basically making it seem like, even when you told her, hey, me and Liv have nothing in common, right? We have nothing in common. I don't like the girl. and then she was like, then why did she pick you? I feel like you feel like you're not telling me something, and yet you think she's not gonna overthink.
Right.
Like I'm off the Leah train completely.
So Leah is planning to cook for Rob because she wants to be able to keep her man, and then Andrea gets a text that Nicole and Andrea will go on dates, and they get to choose who they'd like to take for a date.
Yeah.
Nicole chooses Cordell. Andrea chooses Rob. So sorry, Leah, he will not be able to eat your food. He's about to go on a date and eat.
Yeah.
So he kisses Leah on the forehead and also passes her on the head before he gets ready to leave.
So don't worry, you'll be all right.
So Rob actually is holding hands with Andrea as they're walking out. So the date is a picnic date on the beach. Cordell and Nicole talk. She is looking for someone who's confident to where they can be comfortable and do things together. She really likes activities for dates. Yeah. She's super competitive. She's into games, arcades, all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Rob and Andrea, he's happy that he was picked first. Yeah. She feels that they have similar humor. He modeled before, but apparently he's not really good at taking orders. But she's really into the fact that he's mysterious. He asked her about her passions, and for her, it's music. And he is really into creativity in a partner. He also is a creative, and they talk about possibly writing a song together. Well, she likes how he looks at her. The eye contact is great. She can see this building into something. She is really into him.
What is your thoughts on just the 2 dates that's going on with Cordell and Nicole and Andrea and Rob?
The dates seem to be going really well. I feel like both parties or both couples on a date are really clicking right now. So it just seems to be like really natural, free-flowing, like genuine. I'm into it for them.
Yeah. I feel like Cordell and Nicole, I feel like Nicole just being nice. I don't think I think she's into the aesthetic of Cordell, but I think she's going to learn to if another guy come in, I can see Nicole leaving Cordell. Cuz Cordell, he just gives off friend like when Serena friend zoned him, I was like, Serena, you just being mean a little bit. You know, he's a nice guy. But he's old. Now I see it like clear as day. He's like a different type of nice to where it's like, I can't really be in a relationship with someone this nice. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but when it comes to like some women, if you have a guy that just agree with everything you say, that's kind of off-putting in a way.
It feels like you're not being normal or genuine.
And that's what Serena was saying. So like everything that Nicole was saying, it seemed like he was super interested in, but not super interested in the way of like a regular person, but like, what? Like, yeah, me too. Da, 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 da. Like, you know, like, oh, you are competitive, I'm competitive. It's like, it just come off as if like you're trying very hard to win her affection more than like her just like finding you like, you know, interesting. Yeah. When it comes to Rob and Andrea, I learned more about Rob in just this 5-minute scene with Andrea than I did the whole time when he with Leah.
Me too.
I didn't even know he write music. You get what I'm saying? I'm thinking he just a snake man. Yeah. You know? But the thing about Rob, which I was telling Blair while we was watching it, the reason why the girls like Rob is because he has that boy next door look to him. He has a nice smile. He's not ugly. And he has like a bad. It's a bad haircut, but it levels him out though. Yeah. Right. And he's a code, and a lot of women wants to crack a code. He's a mystery. So the fact that Andrea even said before they went on a date, she said, "Come on, Rob, let's see how much you can talk." Yeah. Right. She wants something that she can like. Oh, what is it about Rob? What is behind that smug look? You know, them boyish eyes and things of that nature, and just the fact that she even said we kind of got the same sense of humor, like that dry humor, sarcastic type of humor. So I see them clicking more naturally than him and Leah.
Yeah, me too. So back at the villa, Leah asked Kendall if he thinks that Andrea is prettier than her. And he's like, of course not.
And that's why Kendall is friends with the girls.
And Leah is just like, it's not like you would tell me anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, Kendall tells Leah to just focus on what you guys have built. Yeah. She's just tired of feeling stupid. And she's upset that he was chosen to go on this date.
Again, like he was chosen by Liv, that he had nothing to do with.
Yeah. So Kendall gets a text, and it's from Nicole saying, ready for round 2. Don't keep me waiting. Hannah is upset. Well, Aaron gets a text from Andrea to join her for her second date, and Kayla was annoyed when Aaron left and didn't say bye. He was basically skipping up out the place.
Yeah, Kayla, I don't understand what you expected from. Like, Kayla is the type of girl that, and this is apples and oranges, but it will all make sense. Kayla is the type of girl that cheat on you multiple times, and then she's like, okay, I'm never going to do it no more. I'm never going to do it no more. And then, like, when she's finally good and finally got her act right, Aaron want to go out and hang out with the guys more, and he want to be out in the streets and things like that. She's like, where are you going? Like, basically, I'm good now. Aaron like, well, no. I need to basically get my lick back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So back on the dates, Cordell puts his glasses on so he can actually like really see Nicole well.
Yeah.
And then, okay. The only thing I want to say about that is that kind of like is another thing that kind of makes me think like, is he kind of like trying to have this like people pleasing, or like
they do come off as people pleasing.
This is how I want you to see me, or this is how I want to come off. Because I'm like, if you can't see, why are you not wearing your glasses?
But no. Oh,
okay.
I'm totally off of what.
I'm just saying that I feel like that's another thing that adds to it. But I could be reaching.
No,
I definitely.
I thought. Like, I was on a train with you, but then you took us on another route that I was like, I don't know where you're going. Like, I thought you was going to go more on the compliment side. Too many compliments. No girl wants that many compliments. So if he can't see, just put on your glasses. You don't got to say why you put on your glasses. Just put it on. But for him to make it like, let me put on my glasses so I can really see how beautiful you are. It's like, it comes off as like you're trying too hard. That's why I'm like, he gives off friend zone, because unfortunately a lot of girls think of it like this. There's a show called the Powerpuff Girls, right? Yeah. You know, the little superhero show.
Familiar.
You know, sugar, spice, everything nice, right? But that's not the thing that made them superpowers or made them superheroes. It was the chemical X.
Yes.
Meaning that you need some toxic traits, Cordell, for it to work.
I don't know if I'm gonna go down that road.
You don't have to, right? Because at the end of the day, she married me, guys, right? Okay, I am not sugar, spice, and everything nice. You know what I mean? He don't have no toxic traits. And when I say toxic traits, it doesn't have to be something in the sense of he's insulting somebody. It doesn't have to be something that he's ignoring anybody. It's just he's a tryhard.
For me, it's like the things that make you human. Just, yeah. Well, let me finish the date out.
Go ahead.
So she didn't know if he liked her or not at first. He is interested. He loved the kiss. And she was like, loved? That was another thing. I was just like, yeah.
Because he's sugar, spice, and everything nice.
I feel like you got me reading into it now. Maybe this is just him.
What do you mean read into it? It's bold. Yeah. He's sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Well, y'all let us know what you think. Y'all let us know what you think.
You can't move me on my block. You ain't got to let me know what you think.
I want to know.
He needs some toxic traits, man.
Okay.
He needs some toxic traits.
Well, he would like to have another kiss when the time is right.
Of course.
And apparently the time was right, and they kissed again right then and there.
Yeah.
And then he was grabbing her by the neck, and I was just like, this is kind of a lot for a second
and
kiss.
Guess what? And when he was grabbing her by the neck, he was kind of not even grabbing her by the neck. He was kind of just touching the waist, like the tip of his fingers on her neck, because like, I want to do this, but I don't want to like scare her off. If you gonna grab her by the neck, then grab her by the neck. Sorry, my toxic trait started coming out on screen. You get what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not telling him to be a bad person. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
And guess what? You are friends with a lot of good people. I'm friends with a lot of good people. But at the end of the day, there's some toxic traits and things of that nature to where I'm like, okay, you don't agree with everything I say. Okay, you don't like everything I like. Okay, you have opinions. Okay, you don't agree. It's like, show me you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Don't be so don't like just form until like whatever you
so
think.
Agreeable.
Yeah, it's like, no, man.
Well, Rob tells Andrea that he likes her.
Okay.
He has a strong thing with Leah. He says that if you want me, pretty much you got a lot of work cut out for you. Mm-hmm. Andrea says she's a hard worker. Yeah. So they're kissing, and the difference in their kiss is that they were kind of lean back, laying down a little bit, and it was kind of like a little long, passionate kiss. Rob says, let's keep this between us, talking to her and to Cordell and Nicole. And he says that he needs to be the one to tell Leah first.
And guess what? And even with that, Andrea was like, that's what I like about you. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about it. Not only was it just different because they were laying down, it was a better kiss, and it was the reason why it felt different because they both was into it. You get what I'm saying? So, I think Rob is in trouble. Yeah. And not in trouble with Leah, but he's in trouble because I think he really thought no one can knock him off his block.
And he was surprised.
And the thing about it is, I can understand the logic that he has, right? the logic that he may have had is, hey, someone beautiful and gorgeous may come in, but they may be stupid.
Right.
So that can like push me back to Leah.
Yeah.
Or someone may be really good personality-wise, but I may not find them attractive. So that may push me back to Leah.
Yeah.
He was not banking on someone that has personality so far and is gorgeous in his opinion. And he's like, yeah, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't expecting the two to match like that.
Yeah. So Kendall and Aaron arrive for their dates.
Yeah.
Kendall is with Nicole. She feeds him grapes.
Of course.
We learned that growing up, he was a nerd. He was really into video games, but she's into games and she still plays games on the GameCube. And they both talk about how they're into this game, Monkey Ball.
Yeah.
Kendall says that Hannah dropped the ball a couple of times, so they're in a rocky spot.
Yeah.
His number one thing when it comes to being in a couple is just considering how the other person will feel depending on whatever action you're going to decide to do. If she kissed someone else, talking about Nicole, he's saying that he wouldn't be upset because they're not in a couple. But then he kind of laughs because I'm just like thinking like, okay, yeah, he might be a little bit like annoyed. Well, he stayed in his last relationship so long because of her family.
Yeah.
And he's just happy that Nicole is here. He says the challenge kisses don't really count and he'd like to kiss her again, and they do. Yeah.
The thing that I would say that is a red flag to Kendall, which is not really a red flag, but it's a red flag to me. It's not about losing the virginity in college. It's the fact that he said he only had one girlfriend. His plan was to marry that one girl.
Yeah.
So I don't think he has a lot of experience
with relationships.
Right? Meaning that if he was to get in a relationship today, I wonder if he would view that relationship only through the lens of I'm gonna marry this person, besides actually like letting it grow naturally. Sometimes staying in a situation that's over. Staying in for too long. So like those are the type of red flags that I see with Kendall. I could tell like even though he quote unquote played catch up in college, he is very hesitant and he is very what's the word? He don't let things he don't know how to read the room very well. So that's why he can act like I want to kiss you right now. Can I, you know what I mean? And she's like, well, I want a guy that would like do it. Like basically if you want to do something, do it.
Yeah.
So those are just little things that I pick up with Kendall. I think he's a nice guy, right? I think he's genuinely a nice guy and you will enjoy being with him. But my fear with getting with Kendall is if you're not ready for marriage, he only views relationships through that prism. And he don't have much experience of being in a relationship and it just ending and then him being in another relationship and things like that.
Okay. So Aaron and Andrea. Andrea liked how they vibe. She really liked that he spoke Spanish.
Yeah.
They talk about kids. She would want 2 to 3. He said he wants 4 to 5.
Okay.
He would actually like to adopt because he said that he wants to save some kids and he's not going to love them any differently.
Okay.
He is at this point ready to settle down. He is still trying to be respectful to Kaylor, but the door is wide open.
Yeah.
And Kaylor knows that.
Yeah.
He really likes Andrea's eyes and they end up kissing as well. Now the thing with this kiss, it seemed a little like clunky and like fast and kind of aggressive. And I could tell that Andrea wasn't feeling it as much. It was a different vibe.
She ain't sorry, Aaron. If Rob wasn't in this fight, you probably would have had her. You know? But at the same time, I think you're just a happy dog wagging his tail right now because you were so much committed to Kaylor that you're just happy with the experience of like, oh, I get to actually like spread myself out across some people. But I think Andrea is really feeling Rob more than Aaron.
Yeah. Well, Connor, Rob, and Cordell back at the villa. Yeah. Cordell said the date went great. They really had a great connection. Yeah. Rob said that they kissed and it was great. He knows that he needs to tell Leah. Connor is telling him like, look, if the connection is strong, you have to explore it.
Yeah.
Hannah, Kaylor, and Janae are talking. Janae said, Andrea, she went for the 2 strongest couples. Kaylor misses Aaron, and right on cue, that's when Aaron and Kendall come back from their dates.
Skipping.
Holding hands. Now, the guys talk. Cordell tells them how his date went and how they kissed. Rob said that his worst nightmare came true. She has a great personality.
Of course.
And the kiss was electric.
Yeah.
And it was. Aaron kissed Andrea. Andrea thinks Aaron would pick her over Kayla, but her connection with Rob is stronger, but he's locked in with Leah. And Nicole is just egging her on, talking about, but y'all look good together.
I ain't gonna hold you.
They do look good together.
They do look good together.
I'm sorry, Leah.
Do not apologize, Leah. Leah don't owe us nothing.
Okay.
You don't owe me nothing.
Yeah, Nicole said that Cordell's kiss blew her away. Andrea's kiss with Rob blew her away. When Kendall walked in, she was like, dang, and they kissed too. Aaron shared that he kissed Andrea, and he's pretty much confused at this point.
Yeah, he's not confused. Kayla, you're done. I think the only reason why he gonna keep Kayla around is when she sees that Andrea and Rob got a stronger connection, right? But when it comes down to everything, I'm very interested in this Nicole and Cordell thing. I sometimes, and I learned this early on in my relationships when I was a teenager. That's why I'm like, seeing it as an adult, I can recognize Cordell flaws, right? When you're young and you get in a relationship, a real relationship, and you try to do everything right, you kind of suffocate the relationship. It's kind of like you hold on too tight, and then when you let go, you got like the imprints of your fists in your hands. I think Cordell is going to suffocate his connection with Nicole. I think he ain't gonna let it breathe. You know, I think he's going to kind of like, you know how you kind of give pieces of yourself piece by piece while time go by. I think he's basically going to put all his chips on the table. This is who I am. This is what I do. And there's going to be nothing else for her to learn about him because he's going to tell everything all at one time. Yeah. And then when a new Bombshell come in, she going to want to explore something new because she already know Cordell. Yeah. I think at a point she going to be like, this it? You just want a Cheez-It sponsorship? And the thing about it is, he don't even know he's doing it. It just takes more experience and things like that.
Yeah, and honestly, like, for where he's at in life, like, that's normal. And he should be that way. And he will learn probably from some heartbreak, which I'm sure he's experienced in his life. He's not like he's like 16.
No, I think he's like 19, 20 or something like that.
I don't even know. He's in his early 20s. But it's just like he'll learn to kind of like hold back a little bit. Yeah. And that's not to say he can't be himself, but not everybody needs to know all of you at once, just like you were saying. Like, sometimes, you know, if you allow people to give you all of you at once, like, they might reject you pretty harshly, and that's going to hurt pretty harshly. Yeah. So, yeah. I think the breadcrumb strategy would be best for Cordell.
Yeah, and just, do you have anything else you would like to share on the show? Also, Cordell, remember, sugar, spice, everything nice, but the thing that makes you super is a little toxic, a little chemical X. You get what I'm saying? Let's see your human side. You get what I'm saying? How do you,
or the edge? What's your edge?
He don't have one.
What makes you?
He don't have one. I'm Odell Beckham brother. That is his edge right there.
Okay.
What do you look like when you're angry? What does it look like? Like, can someone make you angry? Because he seemed like the type to like, oh no, I do it. You know, anything you need. Like,
even how Serena was treating him, I was just like, Cordell, please stop running behind this girl. But
get some chemical X in you, boy.
We'll see.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Listen here, we will be back tomorrow with Love Island UK and Love Island USA. In the comments, let us know what you think about the episode. And remember, we're so close to 2,000 subscribers. Subscribe. Like, comment, and don't be selfish. Share the show. Y'all be good.
Bye.